Welcome back to the Midday News on Fox Carolina. Get ready to be hungry. Greenville, South Carolina Restaurant Week is kicking off tomorrow, highlighting the best food and drinks the upstate has to offer, and it's all for a good cause. And joining me now is Lenza Jolly with a Restaurant Week. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me today.
Of course. So for those who are not familiar, can you explain what we can expect these next 11 days?
Yeah, so Restaurant Week in Greenville and Spartanburg restaurants offer multi-course menus, typically at a special price. So multiple courses, 2, 3, 4 courses at a fixed price that they choose. There's something for everybody. So whether you're looking for fast casual all the way to fine dining, there's different opportunities for everybody to choose from between the two counties in Greenville and Spartanburg.
Yeah, what is the process like of choosing which restaurants are participating? How does that go?
So with the South Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association, that is one of the member benefits that we offer to all of our restaurant and hotel members. So they can opt in to participate in Restaurant Week in both the summer and the winter campaigns. And we also offer it to non-members as well.
And you already kind of mentioned a little bit, but there are 2 campaigns that we should really be taking advantage of these next 11 days. That's in Greenville and in Spartanburg. So are there any special items we should check out locally or things we should look out for?
So we have incorporated a couple of new things into our campaign this summer. So we are testing the charitable component. So we are partnering with Harvest Hope in Greenville, and then also Hospitality, which is an emergency assistance program for hospitality employees in Spartanburg County. So really trying to see how the charitable component works and if our patrons like that. So that's something new. And then we added the signature cocktails, partnering with Tito's Handmade Vodka and Diageo again this year to incorporate signature cocktails at each of the restaurants that serve alcohol.
Well, I love a signature cocktail, so that has definitely perked my ears. But I also love to give back. So how does it work? Is it a portion of the proceeds are going to go to these charities, or how does that component look?
Yeah, so on our website, if the restaurant has opted in to be a charitable partner, you will see a red heart next to their name. I think we've got about 10 restaurants that have opted into it in Greenville County. And so you'll see rack cards at each of those restaurants that are participating. The patrons can scan the QR code on that card, and it goes to a platform where they can choose the restaurant and donate as much or as little as they would like to.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. I mean, it's a lot of restaurants that are participating. I know it can get a little overwhelming. So what advice would you give to people who are experiencing this week for the first time?
Yeah, so we do have over 75 restaurants participating between Greenville and Spartanburg and even in Greer. So I would recommend going to restaurantweeksc.com, clicking on the Upstate Region tab. That will give you every single restaurant that's participating between those two counties. You can sort it by cuisine, different features, if you're looking for vegetarian or vegan options or outdoor dining. There's a bunch of different ways that you can sort that, and also by neighborhood as well. So I would recommend just going and looking at the list, looking at the menus. If you have the opportunity to reserve a table, go ahead and do that, because those do fill up quickly. But yeah, that's really the advice that I have.
Yeah, I would say make those reservations yesterday. So we'll go and make them today as soon as we can. But no, I love Restaurant Week. I think it's a great opportunity to sometimes go to a restaurant that's maybe normally out of your price range, because with those prefix menu, it's a lower rate and you can go and try it out. So we appreciate you so much taking the time to join us today, Lenza. And as a reminder, Restaurant Week South Carolina is kicking off tomorrow with multiple restaurants in the upstate participating. They are also partnering with those 2 charities throughout the 11 days. So for more information, we do have a link on our website at foxcarolina.com.